Hello everyone, this is Arshad from ENH iSecure, and in this video, I'll be demonstrating how to configure and manage the segments feature by Sailpoint IdentityNow. So let me quickly walk you through the use case that we will be implementing in this demonstration. We'll take two departments, one is finance and IT. We will create two segments for each, one for finance, one for IT department, right? So for finance segment, we will have two access items. One is roles and access profiles. We will configure finance related access profiles and roles in this segment. Similarly, for IT segment, we will configure IT related roles and application access profiles, right? Now we have two users. One is Barry Allen from finance department. One is Bruce Wayne from IT department. We have the ability of logging in as both these users, right? So once the segments are configured, we can see from the end user perspective on how segments are affecting the end user's request center view and what these users are able to see and request, right? Let us quickly begin the demo by logging into the IdentityNow tenant. I'll log in using my account. So once I log in, we need to quickly navigate ourselves to the admin tab. Let me authenticate using strong authentication. And once we are inside the tenant, we need to navigate ourselves to the access and segments tab, right? So this is a place where we can create, configure, and manage all the segment related information, right? So if you see, we have a new tab here. If we click on this tab, we will be presented with a dialog box to create a segment. So segment creation involves 4 steps, as you can see here, and also a 5th step, which I'll be showing you at a later part of time. So in the first step, which is called name segment, we will define the basic metadata and description like the name and description. Let us name our first segment as IT segment. So this is assigned to IT department, right? Let us save this and move on to the next step, which is define segment. So in define segment, we define the identity attribute filters for which this segment should reflect for, right? So we can select any identity attribute from here on the drop down and enter a value and click on add criteria. So what this will do is apply this segment to all the people satisfying this criteria. Now for our use case, let us take the department value as IT, right? And click on add criteria. Once we do this, we are presented with a list of identities which satisfy our criteria called department equals IT, right? So we have around 5 identities satisfying this criteria. Let us click on save and proceed with the next step, which is define access. So in this step, we need to configure the roles or the access profiles that needs to be part of this segment, right? So to quickly view all the access items, let us click on star. Okay. So this will display all the access profiles in the tenant along with all the roles that are there in the tenant, right? So first, let us focus on how segments behave with roles, right? So since this is an IT segment, let us select all the applicable IT related roles, which is AWS, Okta, G Suite, and Dropbox. We will leave the Oracle Financial and SAP for the financial related segment. We will click on add segment and click on save. So to quickly view the access items we have just selected, we can click on the bottom ribbon here and we'll be presented with all the selected items, the access items. Let us move on to the final step in configuration called review. Here we are presented with all the access items that we have just selected in a configuration. In case we also select the access profiles, right? We will be also be presented with access profile related information just here. Right? So with this, the 4 steps of segment configuration is complete, and we'll click on save. Now we'll arrive at the last and final step, which is enabling or disabling our segment. We can quickly toggle this button here to yes, and the segment will be enabled, right? So before we enable this segment, what we'll do is we'll quickly have a look at the list of users here. Yes. So if you see, I have a login access to a user called Bruce Wayne. So before enabling the segment, let us see what this user is able to see in the request center. I'll open another browser and log in as Bruce Wayne. Again, this is not an admin user. This is just an end user identity. So I am logged in as Bruce Wayne now. Let me quickly navigate myself to the request center. So if you see, I am presented with all the roles, which is all the 4 IT roles, AWS, Dropbox, G Suite, and Okta, along with the financial related roles, right? This is because the segments are not yet enabled and it does not reflect to the end user. Now, the same user Bruce Wayne is part of the IT segment, right? What we will do is we will quickly go and enable this segment. Now, we will switch back to the user Bruce Wayne, who is an IT user, and reload the page and observe what happens. If you see, the user is still able to see all the roles that are there. This is because, let me explain this to you. If we navigate to all the roles in the tenant, right, we have around 6 roles, 4 IT roles and 2 financial roles, right? So by default, segments behave in such a way that the end user who satisfies the segment will be able to see all the access items that are configured in his segment along with the other access items which are not part of any segment, right? So as of right now, the user Bruce Wayne is part of IT segment and he should see all the 4 roles. Along with these 4 roles, he'll also see the other access items which are not part of any segment. So the financial related access also the user will be able to see, right? So what we will now do is create another segment for finance. This is used to manage finance related applications, right? Now we will define our identity attribute to be department, and here the value will be finance. Let us see if we have any users. So we have 4 identities with their department as finance. We'll click on save. We'll go to the define access and select the finance related roles that we have, which is Oracle Financial and SAP. And we'll click on save. So from the drop down, from the bottom ribbon, I can see that these 2 roles are now selected. I will go to the review page and see these items are selected, and I'll click on save. Right now we have 2 segments in place. So out of 6 roles from the tenant, 4 are part of IT segment, 2 are part of finance segment. Right now, if I enable this segment, what should ideally happen? What will happen is the earlier user Bruce Wayne, who is part of IT department and satisfies the IT segment, will only be able to see 4 roles which are there in his segment. The other 2, he will not be able to see the finance related access because those 2 are already part of some other segment, right? Now let us go and see what has changed for the end user for IT department, right? Let us go to the request center. And now if you see, the role count has come down to 4, right? The user is not able to see the finance related roles. He's only able to see the IT roles, which are AWS, Dropbox, G Suite, and Okta, right? This is because the other two roles in the tenant are part of some other segment. So the ideal behavior is that the users from IT department should only see these 4 roles. To just confirm, we'll also log in as the finance user and see if only 2 roles are reflected for him in the request center. I'll pick one user from this list called Barry Allen. I'll quickly log in as this user to the tenant and observe what has changed for him. Yes, so I've logged in. And if I go to the request center, you can see that the roles count is only 2. In spite of all the 6 roles being configured in the tenant, the user Barry Allen is only able to see Oracle and SAP because those are the ones that are configured under his finance segment, and he satisfies for the segment. Along with that, the segment is also enabled, right? So this is it with respect to how roles behave with segment. Now let us understand how do we configure access profiles, which the user will be able to see as part of applications tab, right? We'll quickly start with the finance segment itself. And before we do that, let me navigate to the applications tab. So I already have an application configured with the basic information. So if you see, this is an application which is configured for my AD corp domain source, right? I'll enable this for the end user. And before I enable this, right, let me quickly show that the applications tab for the end users is 0. I'll enable this application under the configuration, click on save, go to the access tab and set up all the access profiles that I have. So if you see in the AD source that I just configured here, it has 3 access profiles: AD access, finance access, and Oracle apps. I'll click on save. Now the idea here is we have 2 segments. So I'll assign 2 access profiles to finance segment, 1 access profile to IT segment, right? The ones are AD will go to IT segment, finance and Oracle will go to the finance segment. So let me check from the end user perspective. This is a finance user. Now this application is visible for the end user for request. Now when I click on request, what you can observe here is the user is able to see all the 3 access profiles, which I just configured, right? The AD access, finance access, Oracle access. Now I'll go to my segments and edit my finance segment. I'll go to the define access tab, select all the access profiles that are visible. Now, since this is a finance segment, I'll click on finance and Oracle and add it to my segment. I'll go to the review and I am presented with the new access profiles that I just added, the finance and Oracle, and click on save. So the 2 access profiles are now configured in the finance. Now let us go to the end user perspective again and reload the page. Quickly go to the request center, click on request. So still the 3 access profiles are visible. This is because of the same reason why the roles were visible earlier. The users belonging to the finance segment will be able to see all the access profiles from their segment and all the other access profiles which are not part of any segment, right? Since AD is not part of the IT segment still, the user is able to see it. Now I'll quickly go and edit my IT segment to contain the AD access profile as well. Click on save. Now I will be presented with the access profile has been added. Right. So now I have two access profiles as part of finance segment, one access profile of AD as IT segment. Now what should happen is this end user who is a finance user should not be able to see AD access profile in his application. We'll quickly see that. We'll go to AD request. Yes, that has reflected. Now, if you see this end user Barry Allen, who's a finance related department user, he's part of the finance segment and only able to see the finance related access profiles here. So he can select either of his access profiles, click on submit to make an access request for himself. Right? Now, let us also observe what happens in the perspective of the IT segment user. We have a user called Bruce Wayne already. Let us log in as this user and see what access profile is he able to see. I'll sign out as this finance user and log in as the IT department user. So let's quickly go to the request center. We see that the applications has an AD corp domain application. We'll click on request. So if you see, this user is only able to see Active Directory access profile because the IT segment should only have access profile as Active Directory and not the financial ones. Let us also look at the roles which he should able to see. The four IT roles, he's able to see it as how the default behavior of segments should be, right? So this is how we can enforce better compliance controls in our IdentityNow tenant using segments. So the end user can be made to see what access is applicable for him or her, right? So with this, I'll end the demonstration for the segments feature configuration. I hope all of this was